I mean, it just goes to show that our people still suffer from this wicked system that they have put us under. We're still under oppression, even without even thinking about it. You know what I mean? The chains are still on us, but it's in our minds now.
Now, you said something that I never heard about. You said a brown paper bag test. Hey, what's going on? Listen, everyone, I want everyone to know this is a big social media influencer from DC right here. Can you let everyone know your name?
Precinct Officer 5000 Kazak Ahmad.
And where can everyone find you at?
Kazak Ahmad. But hold on, I'm not important. Look at this. Official press pass. Y'all better understand, man. You better understand. You got to go to AG to get the news. XP show. I'm plugging it in right now. He in New York. He gonna be in DC. Then he gonna be in LA. He gonna be in Hollywood. We're in Houston right now. God damn it. He the man right here, man. So like I ain't gonna interrupt.
Don't worry, we're gonna be interviewing him later. But you said something that's very interesting because myself, identifying as a Latino man, right? I've never heard of the brown paper bag test, right? This is something that's new to me. I'm hearing it for the first time.
Right.
Can you please tell me in your own thoughts and opinions, what is the brown paper bag test?
So the brown paper bag test was actually put to our Judite brothers, right, during Prohibition era, when they would have these speakeasies, and you had to be lighter than a brown paper bag to get into these speakeasies, right, which was like higher echelon of society was quote unquote allowed into these secret places where they sold alcohol, because alcohol was banned during that time. Um, it's similar to this day. You know what I mean? To this day, you see lighter skinned, quote unquote, black Americans, getting more roles, getting more opportunities than the darker skinned ones. Um, People don't know that this actually was implemented in Mexico, in Latin America, but it wasn't called the brown paper bag test. It was just called the caste system. You know what I mean? If you were a mestizo, or a darker shade of a brown man, you were considered lower class. It's the same thing. It's the brown paper bag test, but just the Latin version of it.
Um, you said that Latinos that support Trump or work for ICE or support ICE, you call them traitors. Is that correct?
Right. The vendidos. They're traitors. Which means they would rather turn in their neighbor's grandma in hopes to make a better position for themselves in the society.
But don't you think that might be too harsh to call them traitors? Because what if these Latinos, they don't identify with being Mexican, or they identify with being American, or they don't identify as being Honduran or El Salvadorian, they identify as being American, and they're proud to be an American.
You're a vendido, which means you you took your foreparents' sacrifice and you just trodden underfoot. You know what I mean? We all come from Mexico. We all come from south of the border, right? There's very few of us that actually were here. I'm not saying that none of us were, but there's very few of us that our grandparents didn't come from south of the border, and they struggled a lot of times. They faced death to come and bring their family to a better place for better opportunity. Well, you take that struggle, you take that sacrifice, and just throw it away to just be called American. When your grandfather risked his life to cross that border and make a better name, better life for himself, so that your mom, you can have a better opportunity in life. So now you just rather be called American. What happened to their sacrifice? And then if it was up to the government, you know, they would have deported your grandfather back then. So you're just throwing away your own identity when you do that. So yes, they are a traitor in my eyes.
But don't you think that that's what America is kind of built on, leaving where you come from to be part of this? So like people leave Mexico to be American. People leave Brazil to be American. People leave Ecuador and Argentina and Chile to be American because that's what they want to be. Don't you think that people have the right to just be American if that's why they coming here? If that's what they came here for, to be American?